In the bustling streets of Mumbai, the vibrant cacophony of honking cars, street vendors yelling their wares, and the smell of spicy street food filled the air. Yet within this lively atmosphere, a sense of isolation often enveloped Aditi, an anxious college student and talented graffiti artist. Her friends, Lucas and Clarissa, loved her sketches, often joining her on adventures through the urban jungles, where they would splash colors on the walls of abandoned buildings. But despite her artistic flair and the love of her friends, anxiety loomed over her like a dark cloud, preventing her from fully embracing the world around her. One day, while sitting in their usual hangout spot near the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj terminus, a rumor fluttered through the air, like the soft rustle of a ghostly presence. Aditi caught snippets of a tale about an abandoned section of train tracks at Anandheri railway station, rumored to be haunted by the spirits of those who had met tragic ends at their dead. The legend whispered of a gunman who had terrorized the area, and the whispers painted a chilling picture, enticing and terrifying her all at once. This lingering curiosity gnawed at Aditi, acting as a catalyst for change. Filled with determination to conquer her fears and prove her bravery, she rallied Lucas and Clarissa for an expedition into the dark tunnels beneath Anandheri station. Let's uncover the truth behind this legend, she urged, her voice resonating with a mix of excitement and trepidation. As twilight crept into the city, the trio made their way to the station, their laughter echoing in the empty platforms. The place felt frozen in time, the once bustling hub now drenched in neglect, shrouded by vines and shadows. With their flashlights cutting through the darkness, they penetrated deeper into the abyss, equipped with spray cans to leave their mark amidst the very heart of horror. The dark tunnel seemed to swallow them whole. Their heartbeats echoed in the silence, drowning out the anticipation of thrill. As they ventured further, Aditi caught a glimpse of strange markings on the wall's cryptic symbols and eerie messages, all reminiscent of the supernatural whispers that had piqued their interest. Suddenly, a flicker of movement caught their eyes. They exchanged nervous glances, their laughter evaporating into anxiety as they backtracked cautiously. Strange sounds reverberated through the tunnel, echoes of footsteps and whispers intermingled, creating a symphony of dread. Ida's heart raced as paranoia took hold. She could feel it, the heavy weight of someone watching from the shadows. The warmth of confidence began to drain, replaced by an icy grip of fear. The trio stumbled upon a hidden alcove, littered with debris, and their flashlights illuminated a hidden ledger. The notes detailed sightings of spectral figures roaming the station, recanting disturbing events from times past. These stories, they can't be real, right? Lucas whispered, trembling, as he turned the pages filled with dark retellings of fear and mystery. Yet, the thrill of discovery outweighs their apprehensions. Driving Aditi forward, the crew pressed deeper until they reached a wall entirely covered in graffiti, each layer a testament to the fears of many who had dared to tread this way before. It was a chilling mural depicting the gunman with haunting eyes, surrounded by the tormented souls of the fallen, reminding them of the terrible history buried beneath the surface. Suddenly, the atmosphere shifted. A cold chill slithered around them. As panic began to set in, the air shifted. A figure materialized from the darkness, a ghostly outline of the gunman, marked by emptiness and rage. The realization dawned upon them. They hadn't merely stumbled into a legend. They had stepped into a living nightmare. A conflict erupted. The trio panicked, scrambling to escape. But the ghostly figure lunged toward them. The gunman's voice echoed around them, primal and filled with malevolence. "You think you can disturb my rest?" He seemed to materialize from the very shadows, an embodiment of their collective fears. The ensuing chaos led to a frantic rush through the winding tunnels. Clarissa tripped, falling to the ground, her screams piercing the darkness as the shadow loomed nearer. A surge of protective instinct kicked in within Aditi, overcoming her anxiety as she screamed, "We need to help her." Together, Lucas hoisted Clarissa to her feet, while Aditi fended off pursuit, using their knowledge from the ledger to fight back. "We need to confront him," she gasped, gathering her courage. They gathered their thoughts as they darted back toward the alcove, hoping to find safety in numbers. With clarity of mind, she envisioned a way to counter the gunman's rage, employing a desperate ritual she remembered from the stories. Utilizing an art piece from her backpack, Aditi began to create a protective barrier of colors, whispering words of hope amidst the chaos. The gunman faltered as the mural began to glow with ambience, revealing memories of the lost souls trapped within the urban labyrinth. The shadows around them swirled, wrestling against the surge of light Aditi had unleashed. As dawn broke, Aditi, Lucas, and a wounded but surviving Clarissa stumbled out of the tunnel, gasping for air. They emerged into the morning light, the weight of their ordeal clinging to them like residues of fear. The legend had been more than mere folklore. It had been a haunting encounter, real and raw, a reminder of the dark corners of their city, tangling with the fabric of their own fears. The days that followed saw Aditi trapped in a cycle of anxiety. Her art transformed, darker and deeper. She poured her trauma into every stroke of her brush, channeling the horrors of that night into visuals that echoed what she had endured. Her friends stood by her, silently acknowledging the psychological scars, nourishing their youthful spirits. In time, Aditi returned to her canvas, this time a monumental mural that told the story of the gunman, expressing the fables that planted urban legends. Other artists and viewers gathered, mesmerized yet disturbed, entranced by the maintained hidden narratives. As the final strokes set the mural ablaze with color, Aditi took a step back, envisioning the message resonating across her artwork. But amidst the revelation of triumph, that a flicker of shadow danced in her periphery, a reminder that some threats linger, even when we think we escaped their grasp. A fleeting shape blended into the choices she had made, echoing that the past does not fade easily and trauma takes root. And so, under the vibrant hues of their city, beneath the laughter of vibrant crowds, Aditi confronted her transformation, her life now entangled within the beauty and horror of the unknown, forever changed, her mesmerizing murals reflecting the delicate dance between creation and terror. The story of Anandheri did not end with their escape. It continued, shading every step she would take forward, where the lines between urban legend and reality blurred hauntingly beneath her brushstrokes. The haunting shadow darted past, really. In the heart of Mumbai, where legends are born, Aditi learned that darkness is not merely to be faced. It must be understood and embraced, etched into every avenue of fear she might explore, every tale waiting to be told.